everything looks all set.
Because I can still instant.
I mean, I don't
while I'm doing this,
care.
So.
You're the one looking down. I'm just making sure. What up, everybody? Welcome to another Weaving the Web. Vash Stampede with my water again. To my left, we still have
Shield Maiden SA here.
To my right, we got half a face. Half a face. No, there we go. Full. Nope, still half again. You turned.
Seriously?
Yeah, you turned half. You got half again.
FT Grimlock, how's it going?
So today's the 13th of May, Sunday, of course, on our normal show at 7 o'clock.
Happy Mother's Day for
Happy Mother's
those
Day.
mothers and.
Yeah, it's Mother's Day. Yeah, Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Did you call your mother?
Yes, right.
She'd already.
But did you? I don't care.
Why would I call when I'm within the 100 feet?
Did you at least wish her happy?
Yes.
Did you make her breakfast?
No, we took her for breakfast.
Like everybody else, make breakfast. Go the extra mile.
She doesn't like what I cook.
Well, sure, you can't cook.
No, I can. It's just I cook like turkey bacon and healthy food. She doesn't like that. So it doesn't really help me when she's like, I don't like turkey bacon. And it's like, well, it's bacon, though. It's still the same.
Okay.
So right now, you know, sorry we're a little bit late. Just trying to get everything set up, of course. This
Plus
new
it's
life
Mother's
schedule.
Day, so you know, take a little bit of time to get us going. But you know, we're here for your entertainment.
Night schedules.
Sir, you selected that. You
No,
brought that
I did
on
not.
yourself.
I had no choice, ma'am. There was not a choice in that one. So, what? Hey, look, half a face again. We just get two face. You know your team is not.
What do you
two
mean half a face? I'm right here.
When you turn that way, I always look half your face. No, you can't see it.
Now you can't see me.
You good John Cena now?
Not really. But the only thing about John Cena I like is if you ever seen him in Trainwreck, that was hilarious.
Isn't that anything he's in?
I don't know. I think he's got a new movie coming out.
He does.
Blockers.
Cock block, yeah.
Well, the same as like how they had to call Zack and Miri, and not Zack and Miri Make a Porno, which is a better title.
It was so much a better title when it first came out like that, and then they censored
People
that.
are gonna get offended.
And that movie flopped, though. It's just so sad.
I think that was part of that, though, was that they changed the title and people weren't. And even Kevin Smith made that comment. He's like, I feel like I was making a Judd Apatow movie. But
they after that, they didn't associate him with stuff for a while. He barely got associated with stuff again.
Kevin
So
Smith
stupid.
still my idol.
Oh yeah, you know he had a heart attack a while back.
Yeah.
He looks so
Another
much
one?
better.
No.
No, it was his first.
No, it was his first.
That was his first heart
But
attack.
it was still the
Was
idea.
it?
Yeah.
He had it while basically while he was doing his stand up. He had a heart attack on stage.
Oh, I thought it was a second.
That was his first one. Because now he's like, not health nut, but he's lost like 40 pounds or something like that, right? I think.
So what you're saying is, if I want to lose weight, I should have a heart attack. Honey, I'm gonna go eat some. I'm gonna go eat a lot of hamburger. And,
You can go eat a lasagna challenge.
No,
There's this lasagna challenge.
okay,
thing.
please.
Eat
Okay,
that.
if there's some kind of YouTube challenge, I don't want to hear about it.
It's
I don't
not a
care
challenge,
if it's Tide
it's just-
Pods or I can stick a condom up my nose or some other stupidity. I don't want to hear about it. Don't, please.
Tide Pod, you sure?
Quit making your Tide Pods look so tasty. I'm sorry.
My generation was smart enough not to eat
My only
detergent.
question. My
They
only
just took
question.
the pain,
Hold on.
and
My only
that's-
question was that senator.
And that's what affected
Yeah.
these kids now.
Hey, we were straight up about it.
Yeah, but now look what happened to their kids.
But no, but think about this. Was there any aid for that senator that could have been like, sir, I want you to think, here's what you're going to say. These words cannot come out of, you're a U.S. senator, sir. These words cannot come out of your mouth. Nobody said that to him. So when he's like, they just need to make the Tide Pods quit looking so tasty. Nobody just slapped the shit out of him.
It was ridiculous. It really was.
Oh, I need to watch my language. I apologize for the four-letter expletive.
He gets very excited very easily, of course, as you can see. So that's the problem with it. You do get excited. Look, half Two-Face. Your new name is
I
Two-Face.
just want to confirm we're not muted, are we? Because like
No,
this could be kind
it's-
of like okay.
That,
check
look,
it.
that's
Not like you did last time?
That's why I keep messing with this because it keeps maxing out with Pete.
Because I'm sitting here and all I can imagine is if we are on mute,
This is very
and it's gonna be like we've all heard the Jeff Dunham bit with Peanut
Oh god.
about how they were doing a show for the hearing impaired, and so the person sitting there signing, and so Peanut thinks it's gonna be really funny,
Yeah.
and you know these people can't hear anything, and the person isn't signing anything because he's not making any noise,
Yeah.
and they're kind of like, what's going on? What are we missing? Like
Yeah.
that's all I can picture that these guys are like. I can't hear
People
a
would be
word
like
they're
that.
saying.
I don't understand.
So, yeah, by the way, speaking of which, the Avengers movie.
Did y'all finally see it?
Yeah, so like when Loki
my God,
touches,
you guys finally
when,
saw
when Loki,
something.
when
No, we
Loki
actually
touches Hawkeye's
No.
chest with the that was the
that was
first
the first
one.
one, yeah.
No, I still haven't seen the other one. Just haven't had time, man.
Ash. Just Ash.
I haven't had time.
I need to work on those pictures, too.
So, no, I really do want to see it. The great thing is, and this is something that I find very odd, I've seen nobody give away anything on, like, Facebook.
Oh, they have. You just don't understand.
No, but people I know. I'm sorry.
Your 3 friends, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I know some stuff because I've been I look at some Facebook and I'm like, all right, whatever. And I guess for me, here's my whole thing is
6.
I understand not wanting to like have someone come out and completely be like, oh, this is totally what happened all the way through the entire movie. I guess for me, spoilers just aren't that big a deal. Because I figure that there's always going to be something in there that even if someone tells me it's like, okay, so there's still going to be part of it. They're not going to tell me all of it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to miss everything.
I can't say anything because we were watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and I don't really watch the show.
Yeah.
But every once in a while when she watches it, I'll pop in and like, oh, I know that character. Or why did they mix 2 characters and make 1 character? What's with that? You know?
Yeah. It's... They've done a whole lot of stuff with it. I mean, it's not... If you read the comics, it's a lot different, but it's good. I always recommend it still. It's still made over $1.2 billion.
Well, it's like a good example.
So,
it's like
it's good.
It's like the on like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you have Captain General Glenn Talbot, which he never made general, by the way, in the comics. Mm-hmm. He was just some guy. He really wasn't a superhero. And then we had Graviton, who was a scientist that literally got his... So they combined the 2 characters, and I'm like, I'm confused of that because Glenn Talbot's a Hulk villain, and Graviton doesn't deal with the Avengers. No, it's not bad. It's interesting how they're doing it. It's just me going, from my knowledge of the Marvel Universe, going, okay, they're combined. I was really impressed by the way they did the Absorbing Man, Crusher Creel. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, I liked how they did that.
That was good.
I'm still on the fence with Ghost Rider, but I'm always going to be on the fence with Ghost Rider. No, hear me out.
But it wasn't Johnny Blaze, right?
No.
Johnny Reyes.
It was
Robbie Reyes.
Okay.
But it's nothing against that. It's because I feel that, honestly, it's hard to bring that kind of character. I mean, I honestly... I don't know why I did it. But I did watch the YouTube video. They were talking about Nicolas Cage in the second Ghost Rider movie. And it was like basically they were trying to make a Looney Tunes cartoon because of the faces and the animations. I was like... You're right, but it is one of those things. It is kind of a harder thing to make. It's like,
and I do think that, unfortunately, when Ghost Rider came out, the second one, I think there was a lot of technology that had come out, and they're like, "Hey, let's try this." And rather than it working out for a superhero flick, it went the mask.
But it's the same problem that they had in Spider-Man, and I don't know about. I wouldn't say practice before, but Spider-Man, where it's like. Ooh, I like this storyline. Ooh, I like this storyline. Let's all put them together. And look, they look so cool to get... Oh, they really don't. They really don't.
One thing to say.
Well, and I guess that's where...
One thing to say. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Flaming urinals.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Well,
that was stupid as the whole fucking movie.
But here's... And I guess here's where I think Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. kind of does it right. Is if they're going to have a character that's not being pulled into the big MCU... And we really need to get onto something other than MCU once I'm done with this. Is
DCU.
Whatever. No, not DCU either. The MCU. They'll bring it in as a season, and then at the end of that season, the character may wander back in every once in a while, but they don't try and keep that whole story going with all the other stories.
Well, yeah, it makes sense.
So yeah, that is one way that I do think that agencies... I mean, they've had a few seasons that have gotten a little...
I mean, hey, at least they're still in the air. Not like some of those other shows out there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's because they're not on Fox.
Oh my God. You know, you figure... I want to know
NBC's up there, though.
I do want to know where Fox gets its executives. Because since like the late 90s, they have made some of the most horrible decisions for shows. Look, we need to have 16 seasons of American Idol.
But
did they own American Idol?
Yeah.
They did, and then when they ended it, and then another ABC picked it up. Mm-hmm. So now ABC has American Idol for some bizarre reason.
Yeah.
Because it obviously has talent.
I don't know. It's weird.
She bangs.
So technically, doesn't Disney own ABC?
Disney owns everything.
I think Disney owns one of them.
So
technically, I think it's ABC. So technically, it's a Disney show.
Oh,
But that makes sense then why they bought it.
So Simon Cowell's now a Disney princess. Him and Kylo Ren.
That would make him Disney presence.
Okay, hold on.
Let's
Let's do this correctly. No, they own Fox. So therefore, if any of you are, you're probably not older fans, anybody that ever watched the old MASH TV show knows that Klinger is now a Disney princess.
Yep, he is.
If you don't know who Klinger is, look it up.
That was a good show.
It was a great show.
I miss it. So let me see. So what else big happened this week?
We played some Tefra.
Yeah. Would y'all enjoy that one?
Oh yeah, and we may be having a couple more people that may be interested in joining our campaign.
Oh, that'd be fun.
For those of you that don't know what we're talking about and kept seeing me last night posting about Tefra, this is what we're talking about. All you steampunkers out there, there is an RPG made for you. And it's called Tefra. We found out about it, what, 2 years ago?
2 years ago, yep.
Yeah, because
it was at a con. It was a gaming con.
Gaming convention here.
Actually, it's pushing.
No, 2 years.
2 years.
They were talking about it, but it was our first place to talk. It was after I moved out here.
Yeah.
Well, that's right. Yeah, because I only dated for her for about like 6 months at that point. So yeah.
Yeah.
You date?
Yes, I do.
Some woman will put up with you?
No, that's why I'm single now.
Well, I put up with you, so you know.
Oh.
Hey.
I mean,
if you like it, you put a ring on it. Ha ha.
All right, Beyonce.
Hey, just like you're on my
wait,
life insurance policy.
Hold on, there's no ring on you, so I guess she doesn't like it.
Well, my ring's not. My ring is not visible.
Falls off.
We've had this conversation, Graham.
What, the 3 rings of marriage? The engagement ring, the wedding ring, and the suffering?
So
I stay out of that one. I stay out of that right there.
So about
anyways,
2.5 years ago, we were at a gaming convention here. And there was a group that
Game
was...
Expo.
Yeah, Game Expo. It was... They were demoing Tefra. And, you know, I've played D&D before. I've played lots of other... And I was like, you know what? A steampunk RPG sounds kind of interesting. It sounds like it could really get some weight behind it. And at the time of the convention, it looked like things were great.
I was excited because it was the first game that I ever saw literally wrap its entire game around a D12, which is the least used dice in any role-playing game. And I dig it. It's great.
The clockwork system is good.
Unfortunately, though, the folks that were originally behind it kind of left the project. So now it's become a lot of crowdsourcing for the information, crowdsourcing for, you know, new content, which is kind of cool because that means that as a player, you get to give your input. But I definitely would recommend checking it out. There are still some stores that are still getting some of the hardback books somehow.
Well, I think they can still. I think they still sell the hardback.
And I found
stuff.
that one of the playtest guides that have price books. That was amazing.
That's funny. From what I understood, they passed it off to some devs basically to control it. I want to say it's like 3 or 4 people. But I don't know if the original guys still own the name. So you still have to pay for stuff for it, unfortunately, especially if you go for their website. You can print out PDFs. The whole entire collection is about $45 on sale right now. As a PDF format, you can print out. But like Shield said, they are hard copies, I believe you can still buy from the website. You probably can find them in some stores, but they're probably going to be a little more scarce because I think they actually... I wonder if they have to actually pay for those kind of things. Sure. I don't know how that works. Because again, I don't know how copyright works.
Well, if distributors still have them, you know, and anybody asks about them.
That's true.
Because like our local game shop, they seem to be able to find stuff that I can't find online.
Yeah, it just...
And I'd rather go through my local game shop anyways. So.
Yeah. And
support local businesses.
And I agree with that too. So, the main thing I would say is it's a fun little game. The only thing I don't like, and when we have played it before, is the fighting system I don't like a little bit because it does seem like it can drag. And I think that's the only little problem I have with it.
I have no arguments with it. I mean, I beat the hell out of 3 guys last night.
I think it's just the fact that maybe because they weren't using what they're supposed to be using, maybe. I don't know.
Well, that and I think some of the way the original book was set up, mine, as you can see, has tabs galore all over the edge of my book because... Oh, was that? No,
that's mine.
That's his. Okay, never mind.
I tab my stuff.
I was like, he has 3.
No.
I saw you last night.
Yeah, my book is multicolored tabbed all the way
mine's
through.
in the explosives manual.
But
that makes sense.
Like it's so the book is set up a little different than your basic RPG book, so that's why I have everything tabbed. That way, if I need to get to something or I say, hey, I think this might be in this section, I can find that section quickly because some of the sections are like subsections within a section.
Yeah.
Like I think what was it we were having that issue one time?
Squibs.
Like, oh, I love my squibs.
Yeah, we first started playing
explosives. Yeah, basically was.
Well, no, when we were trying to figure out like for I think it was something to do with grappling, and it was like we couldn't find it. It was like one sentence in one area. It was like Those are like, God, I really wish they'd have like a table of contents in the back of this thing.
That's one thing that is missing.
A glossary.
Yeah. But the other thing is too, if you really want to try it out, the rapid fire guides online, which is the first 70 pages, I think we ended up saying.
Yeah.
So it gives you an idea if you just want to read through it and see more on it. But yeah, they're really nice guys. I think the devs still are really nice that's taking it over. You can talk to them and direct message them. They answer you back pretty quickly. I ended up tagging that post you ended up posting with them, and
because for some reason when I was trying to tag it, it wouldn't let me tag it. And I was like, why is it not working for me?
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, I'll just do it.
Yeah. Let's see what else is there to.
That's for Tetra. That's it. I mean, that right now, like this week, there's a lot of games coming out, and I was looking at the list too. Like, I don't know any of them though. That one, I know, Penguin Wars is the only one I recognize.
Oh, we saw one last night. That
Legend?
big mech game. What was that called?
That's a video game.
Oh no!
These are all video games coming out.
Oh.
And Kickstarter doesn't
Hitman
count because it's not
Definition.
coming out.
Hey, all I'm asking is that when they start re-releasing the original games and they've updated the graphics, that's where I get interested.
I think it's the 18th. Let me make sure it comes out. It should come out this way. State of Decay 2 comes out. State of Decay 2 is an interesting one. It's an Xbox exclusive. I don't know if you guys have
heard of the game, but I don't. What's it about?
It's basically a survival horror game with zombies. So you are this one character, and when you go out and you expand, you create your own community, and you're all these characters in your community. But the thing is, when those characters, if you go out and die, that character's gone forever. He can never come back because he died.
So is this more of like a first person, third person? Is this like a
third person? So it's over the shoulder. So it'd be third person. It's like third person survival game is what they call it.
So is it like commodity based where you're building? Okay, I have to build my farm here, so I have food to feed them.
Yep.
So it's a little more in depth than your average.
Yeah.
Because
you have to keep everybody alive. You have to feed everybody. You have to feed everybody. Make sure they have water, medicine. They're safe because zombies can't wander in the city.
So it's The Sims in the zombie apocalypse.
Pretty much. When it first came out it's been a few years. When it first came out,
wait,
a few years
I
ago,
get yelled at for saying that, but you can say it seriously.
What did I say? Years?
No.
Oh no. So
I'll put a jar. You gotta put $1 in it every time you curse.
Might as well spend like $10 in it now.
Do you have $10?
No, cash and on me, no. It's in my bank account.
Who has cash?
I have a $2 bill. I mean, that's also a reference to Limp Bizkit if you're old enough to know that. But say
no, it's just you who's old.
You're older than me, sir. Oh, you're too old for it, though, I guess. So, anyway, State of Decay 2 comes out on the 18th.
Yeah, I'm older than you. Yeah.
You are older than me, sir. You really are.
You got the Justin Timberlake hair going, but that's okay.
It's not, no, because there's no tips on it. It's frosted tips.
Dude.
There's no frosted tips.
You're fading.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to get it done this week. And that's what I was talking to
Frosted tips. This is not 95. Sorry.
But that's Justin Timberlake.
No, he had the ramen hair.
Fro. No, he had the white boy fro.
No. The only person who can pull off the white boy fro is Bob Ross. Thank you very much.
No, but that was what Timberlake had.
Bob Ross. You don't know who Bob Ross is?
Yeah, I know who Bob Ross is.
He was the only man that could pull off the white man fro. He was the only guy. See?
Frosted
ramen
tips.
hair. It's like someone dumped a whole bowl of ramen on his head.
Frosted tips.
Why do you think he shaves his head now?
There, look, he became Guy.
No, Guy Fieri's is like he's like his finger in an electrical socket.
That's
how your hair looked when you first got it dyed, man.
I don't mind. It looks good, sir. Don't be jealous. I keep telling you.
Don't be jealous.
This is not even his final form.
No, once I grew blue hair and I got white. No, it depends if I want to follow Goku or Vegeta. It's gonna be blue or white. I don't know which way yet.
Speaking of which, because of watching coworkers playing the new Dragon Ball fighting game, I actually went back and I'm actually rewatching the entire Dragon Ball series from the original Dragon Ball with Goku. The problem is I can only find it right now subtitles, which is fine for me. I love but it's funny because go back and watch that and I'm like, this is amazing. I'm like, look, there's not 15 episodes of it's great.
Yeah. So you're gonna go Dragon Ball. Are you gonna go all of it though? Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball. I'm gonna go all the way through Dragon Ball, then Dragon Ball Z, and then I actually have to look up to see what the continuations are.
It would be Super after that.
Is it Super?
Yes.
And then there's like a GX or something.
There's GT. GT. I don't know where they're putting it. So what's supposed to happen is after Dragon Ball Z, there's a 7-year gap, and then GT happens. Dragon Ball Super is technically happening during that 7-year gap. and Super's still going, so I don't know how they're gonna do all that. But anyway, so State of Decay 2 though comes out on the 18th. Same thing. Yeah, we went off left field. It's same kind of concept, that community you have to create. The only problem I'm having with it, honestly, the first thing I do love, it's an Xbox exclusive. If you have Game Pass, you get it for free. So those of us who have your Xbox Game Pass, cool, we get a new exclusive day one. We don't even have to go buy the game; come straight to us. So I'll be downloading that. But the reason I like it too is the game. It's kind of worrying me because the graphics don't look updated to me, and this game came out at least 3-4 years ago, from what I remember. So they're not updating the graphics very much, and they barely started releasing some gameplay, but it's only from the devs and for IGN, all those big companies. So here's my question
though. Now, like you said, you're not seeing that the graphics look too incredibly updated, but with the way that technology is kind of leveling off a little bit, do you think that in some ways that may actually help the game? Because people who liked the first one may have actually liked the graphic content that they had at that point.
I'll put it this way. It's a brand new game. What do brand new games cost?
$50.
60.
Well, $50-$60.
So it's 60 now. That's the new price range. It starts at 60.
I don't even listen to the total. They say it. The card says accept. I'm good.
Yeah, this game is coming out at only $30. So that makes me a little nervous because it makes me wonder. First of all, the team is a small team, so you don't have to pay as many people, which is good.
Yeah, but here's the other thing. It might only be $30 because they're going to charge you for 97 different DLCs.
This isn't made by EA.
That's true. EA's not touching it.
Dude, I am so salty today.
Speaking of real quick, we had to jump on EA real quick. You guys realize that they re-released a lot of the LucasArts games for backwards compatibility now?
Yes, for Xbox One.
I dug out my copy of Battlefield of the old Star Wars.
The original one?
Yeah. I haven't played it yet, but I was I found it. I'm like, cool. But it's the idea.
It's not funny when you hit it.
I think maybe that's another thing is, hopefully maybe there's something the game company's starting to realize. Older gamers, since he loves to point out I'm older. But the point is there's a lot of games that came out when I was younger that, the Legacy of Kain series, Castlevania Symphony of Night, the Earthbound. There's a lot of really great games, amazing games. The graphics weren't the greatest.
Yeah.
So, a graphical upgrade and re-release of some of these games. A great example, look at Halo Combat Evolved, and then look when they released the Anniversary Edition. It's the same exact game, but graphically and sound-wise, they improved it. But it's the same game.
Yeah. It's true, though. And that is why I'm happy that Xbox finally said, we're going to go back to the original Xbox and give you games that are going to be backward compatible. That's something PlayStation thought in this console generation people did not want anymore.
Which is weird, because when the PlayStation 3 came out, the very first run was backwards compatible PS2 and PS1. And then they ended it. They were like, no. And the thing is, a lot of people...
Here's the other side. They were losing money. Because...
Consoles aren't supposed to make money, though.
You're right. But you're supposed to make money off your games.
Correct.
If you have your other games that are backwards compatible... Do I have games that I have for Xbox 360 and Xbox One? Yeah, I do. Because originally they weren't backwards compatible.
True.
Yeah.
And... So I think at some point, some of these game manufacturers were like, wait a minute, we're losing out on an entire market. Then, if you take a look and you start looking at economic trends, they start realizing they're losing out on more money because they don't have backwards compatibility, and their name isn't out there as much. So, hey, Sony's letting everything be backwards compatible, and all you're hearing all over the web is Sony. Just like how with Sony... Their online gaming community, unlike Xbox Live, it doesn't have it's not a pay for.
It is.
Is it?
They're all pay.
Yeah.
Nintendo's comes out in September for their pay subscription.
But I think for a while, Sony didn't require it. There were still some games you could play online.
PS3 did not require it for a while, up until I think the end of its life cycle. They were doing it.
Yeah.
The last year or so.
So you're hearing this, but then it's wait a minute, are we shooting ourselves in the foot by not making this backwards compatible? Let's cater to some of this and let's give it a shot, make some more backwards compatible games and see where it goes. And
but
ultimately,
Sony hasn't done that.
You're right, Sony hasn't, but that's why Xbox did.
Yeah,
I would love that they do that, because you know what? It would make me want to go buy a new PlayStation. For example, one of my favorite series of games, and it was a fighting game, but it was still an amazingly fun game to play, was Bloody Roar. Bloody Roar, you were a fighter, and in mid-fight, you could morph into a furry. I'm sorry, it's the best way to describe it. You know, you had different animal forms. The weirdest one was the girl you were fighting that turned into a giant rabbit. That was scary.
Okay.
Yeah, she did.
So it was like Furry Force.
Less disturbing.
Oh, okay.
That would kind of
doesn't
scare
take much.
people.
But here's the thing. But I mean, those series of games, you know, these were really fun. They haven't done anything with. And I understand that certain games hit development. You know, the companies that created the games no longer exist. The rights are floating around, and I get that.
There's so many games that
There are. Like I said, they looked for a while. They looked like they were going to try and bring the Legacy of Kain series back because they did the Nosgoth shooter, where it was vampires versus hunters. That I guess they were trying to gauge people's reaction. And I heard people started playing it and then not. But speaking of backwards compatibility, Hunter the Reckoning. I don't know if you ever played that. I love Hunter the Reckoning. I just saw that it's on there.
Is it?
Yes. So I'm like.
I'm gonna have to go buy it.
Oh yeah, I loved Hunter the Reckoning.
Dude, I never beat it. I kept fucking dying.
It was hard, but it was fun, especially because if you were like, I played White Wolf, so I knew a lot of the mythology. I played Werewolf the Apocalypse.
Yeah.
So when they brought the Hunter in, I was like, oh wow, you know.
We should get that, and then we should play it.
We could do that. Well, right now, aren't we on 7 days?
Yeah, just come over one day and we can play it.
No, dude, it's a 4-player multiplayer.
But is it online for that one? Because when I
don't know. I haven't downloaded it yet. I haven't checked it. I just saw yesterday that it is one of the backwards compatible games.
I'll look into it.
I mean, and what's funny is a lot of people had to run out and they're like, oh, I got to go buy the game. But if they have it as backward compatible, you can download it.
You can download it. I think it's because, and this is the argument here, people want to have that physical copy still. And that's, I get it, because it's the whole, they'll never be able to take it away at that point. You know, the digital ones, they can stop doing it and blah, blah, blah. Which makes sense. I get where they're coming from.
Until you go to play it with the disc and the system's not working right and it says you can't play your game. I'm a little bitter about that, okay?
I get you on that. But I mean, that's the thought process. Is just like, oh, if it's digital, once they stop supporting it on their market, I can't download it anymore. I have to go buy it. So I get where they're coming from. I may buy a physical copy just because I like having the original Xbox games, and I still have a 360 and an Xbox One, an original Xbox. I can
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. My favorite. We've really left Shield out of this. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I just realized that. I was like, we've been just back and forth about old games.
Anytime I talk, you just start talking over me anyway, so I'm just like, whatever.
I'm sorry, what are you talking about? I don't understand what you're talking about.
All I am is the face here. That's really all I am.
But you have to look up for that. You're kind of like...
Well, I'm sorry, because I'm trying to see if anybody has anything to say to us on, YouTube. And
right here. It's all the chats right here.
Well, okay. Then why is it you always tell me that you want me to watch the stream while we're doing this? Why am I...
When I do restream, I don't...
Because I think he wants you to feel like what's your name off of Galaxy Quest? I have one job. It's to repeat the... No,
on this one I don't need it. Oh, because I wasn't using Restream before, to be honest.
Oh, gotcha.
Now that I'm using Restream, I have 3, and all I gotta do is pop up this chat box, and it'll show us YouTube stream, YouTube,
Twitch and Mixer.
Twitch and Mixer, yeah. Could think of that one.
And then there was the big tragedy.
What?
On Thursday.
What happened Thursday?
The loss of Hulu for a few hours.
Oh God, no, we're not gonna talk about that.
No,
but
funny.
Something did happen that week. At Big Bang Theory, they had the big episode where Sheldon got married finally.
Yeah.
That was a big thing. You know who was on it? Mark Hamill.
I haven't caught that far up with it yet. I mean, I saw the Bachelor Party and the Bachelorette Party episode.
Oh,
so I'm like one episode behind because I just haven't had a chance to catch up.
It was cool how they kind of got him into it because I was like, how are you going to bring Mark Hamill? Oh, okay. That was kind of cool. I liked it.
Look, kids, it's Mark Hamill.
But it was funny to see him and Will Wheaton talk.
Oh, wow.
That was funny. They didn't have a lot of lines together, but each one was just I was laughing so hard at that. So if you're a Big Bang Theory fan, that was the big wedding.
I do have a question though. Is it me and is it me or like whenever Mark Hamill is now, he's like become that age of he's like that old guy that just doesn't care because he will just randomly do great things just because. Just randomly shows up at Disneyland to ride the Star Tours ride because
I think so. Well, I mean, I think because. I mean, think about it. So he did Star Wars. He did a couple like guest appearances after that.
He did
and then
Guyver.
No. He did the Joker.
No. He did the movie The Guyver, the live action Guyver movie.
No.
And yes,
no one cares. No one cares.
Mark, I care.
Joker. Let's face it. That's what you were after that. That's what he was after.
That's not a bad thing.
No, I love him as Joker.
Actually, you know what was really cool is he actually did voices for some of the LucasArts games.
Yes, he did.
Full Throttle. He played the villain. Can't remember the name of the game. I
don't remember it all, but yeah, he did a lot of voiceover after that. I mean, he did a lot of good voiceover work, but I think it's at that point where like he's at that age where screw it, but might as well. live that fame now. Like, why not have it? Because like they said when they were filming Force Awakens, everyone's all incognito trying to go in, and he walks out. Hey, fuck it, I'm Mark Hamill. Like, hey, I'm here.
That is true. They were showing pictures of them like in the airport, and like most of the actors, and he's just like, did he wear a shirt that says "I'm Mark Hamill"?
I don't know about
or
that.
Something
I just remember there's like a picture. He's like, yeah, and he's just like arms up. He's like, yeah, I came out of the plane.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's true. But that came out on Thursday. We also found out this week 70 more episodes of Rick and Morty.
Yes, that I'm kind of excited about. And now another upcoming event that's coming up this weekend in the San Antonio area.
Oh, what's coming up this weekend?
There's a convention out at the Wonderland of the Americas Mall that is known as, it is called MonsterCon's Halfway to Halloween. Now, MonsterCon is their huge convention that they do closer to Halloween time, hence the theme of monsters. But this is the one where they have where it's kind of like, hey, we're almost there. We're halfway to Halloween time. And it's a really kind of fun convention. It's free. There's no fee to come in. There's no cost. You're going to get vendors. You're going to get some really great artists. Freddie Lopez Jr. is going to be out there.
I'm sorry, the man doesn't. He did our Christmas card last year.
Yeah. He does amazing work. He's worked with Marvel.
Is he from San Antonio?
Yeah, he's from San Antonio. Okay. Yeah.
I always wanted to ask.
Well, see, I think part of his family's from here. I think he might have grown up like in Ohio.
Oh, okay.
But he had family here, so that's how he.
But he resides here now, right?
Yeah, yeah, he lives here now. But yeah, he's going to be out there. He's got some really great new art, especially with the Marvel movies coming out. He's got some great new Avengers art.
The Dwarven thing.
Yes, there is also a game coming out that he's working on called Dwarven Epics. He's done a lot of the graphics and the work for that as well. And he's going to have some of the prints and things for that from that art out at this show. So I'm really kind of excited about that because, I know today I'm channeling like my inner mermaid, but my little happy like dwarven Viking self is like, ooh, dwarves.
I'll go out there probably try to get some video. Yeah. Sunday I will have a video blog going up Sunday night probably. I don't know, or Sunday night or Monday morning. I don't know yet. I'm trying to figure out what time we have to upload that at.
So let's aim for Monday morning because otherwise we're going to overload people with videos of our smiling faces.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have a vlog. I'm going to Austin for sushi.
Nice. Wait, does that mean we're...
No, I'll be back.
We're not doing that?
No, I'll be back.
I'm just asking. I like to know things. I like to know my plans in advance.
I know. I'm just going up there for sushi, coming back.
There's sushi places here.
Not to have a conveyor belt.
A conveyor? What's a conveyor belt?
It's a little belt that
it brings you food.
Yeah. And then you hear some
you hear the ventilation as it's spinning. So it's like the traditional sushi places you see in like Japan that have the conveyor belt, and you just take your stuff off the conveyor.
Yeah, so basically that's what it is. Bernie went to it. Bernie Burns. So those of you who grew up when I did, like early 2000, that was like a big thing.
Grown up, don't lie.
I know, but we're still growing up. Bernie Burns was one of the co-founders of Rooster Teeth, aka Red vs. Blue. So of course, if you're a Red vs. Blue fan, you pretty much know who Bernie Burns is. He did a video blog last year. And I was watching it for a while, and then I kind of fell off watching it because it was one of those. He was posted on the Rooster Teeth part, not on like Achievement Hunters and stuff where I was watching. So I was like, oh crap, he actually finished up the year. So I started watching them all, and he went to the sushi place that's like Cruz. The guys from California recognized it because they were like, oh yeah, Taco. He was like, yeah, I recognize that. I've been there, the one in California. So definitely, we're gonna go check it out. So probably do a little video vlog there. You may go to a couple of like smaller restaurants while we're up there just to check out stuff. So I'll record all that and I'll post that for Monday. What's up?
San Antonio used to have a place that had that, only it was little boats on the water.
Yes, I remember that.
They were an amazing sushi
The
place.
one I miss. Do you remember Samurai off Babcock?
Yes, that was the one.
Yeah.
What's that one that restaurant that just opened?
That's right.
Nearby, the one that you were telling me about, the Mongolian.
Who Hut?
Yeah, Who Hut.
Yeah. There's one right here on Desert.
They're just getting ready to open one out by our place. The place that I really want to go out and try, maybe this week we'll try and find time to go to, or maybe next week.
What's that?
Bubble Waffle.
Bubble Waffle Bar?
Oh my god, I heard these.
That's good.
Yeah,
I've done the videos there, and I've done some pictures from there.
Yeah, I've seen some pictures, and I'm like, I want to go.
Yeah, let me know when you want to go. I'll go out there. I'll probably do a little video out there too. Definitely, Bubble Waffle Bar is good. I like supporting the local ones here, but to be honest, sometimes there's not enough local restaurants that I'm like, yeah, I want to keep going there.
Oh, sir, there are plenty of local restaurants. You just gotta hunt for them.
Because
Yeah,
I don't like
I
to leave
do.
my little radius of my house and my work.
No,
if I have
I
to go outside
go-
the radius, oh my god, it's so scary.
No, that's
no,
me.
I go. That's her. I
I'm
go
lazy.
downtown and eat. I go everywhere else too. I just eat
Yeah.
wherever. I just haven't found places that I'm like good. Like okay, it's like cool. It's a local San Antonio place. I go, but then it's like it was okay. Like I guess at the same time, I'm not like how all these people want to go to. What was it? What is it like that big barbecue place here? The Mesquite or whatever it's called. That Mesquite barbecue.
I wonder.
Everyone's like, oh, that's all flock over there, and the line's like a 2-hour wait. I don't want to fucking wait 2 hours for my food.
See,
Okay,
I
hold
find
on. You get to cuss and I don't. What's up with that?
Are you done? Are you done?
That's not.
Okay, I never said you can't. I would like to point this out. So why are you looking at me?
Oh.
So anyway,
I just like reacting.
so I mean, I think that's my problem is I won't wait 2 hours for my
Well,
barbecue.
see,
I
you're
find
kind of-
the
you're
true
like
hole in the
me.
wall place.
Yeah.
And I find this little hole in the wall place that no one knows about, and I've been telling people to
Can
go
you
there.
quit beating on the table for you? Everyone, a lot of
Whee!
viewers motion
No.
sickness.
I want motion sickness. Anyway,
We don't need the comment to be. I was trying to watch your video and I can't watch it anymore because every time I watch it, I vomit.
Well, that's
I'll
because
give
of
$5.
that's because of him.
$5. I want to see who vomits from that little shape.
Oh God!
If somebody can record yourself do that, that'd
that's
be
going
even
to turn
better.
into challenge accepted. Is what that's going to turn
I will
into.
laugh.
Yeah.
Rewatch the video.
So you're like
It's
me.
the
Like,
vomit challenge.
I could really like. Okay, about a week or so ago, we had some family in town, so we went over to the Cake Boss place
Oh, got cannolis, yeah.
and got cannolis.
Carlos?
Yeah,
Carlos
Carlos
Bakery?
Bakery.
Yeah.
It took a second.
The only reason I went was like, all right, she's from out of state. This isn't something she's got available, so we're gonna get there really super early and we're gonna go.
And I hadn't had a good cannoli in years.
You can go
but-
to the restaurants quicker.
But my issue here, and this is where I think you and I kind of agree on this to some point, some extent. I have a hard time finding food that's better than what I can make.
Yeah, that too. I
Like-
won't touch ribs outside of my house.
Yeah.
I won't touch them.
I found one steak restaurant that is anywhere near on par as what I make.
Oh, God, yes.
See, and
And
that's-
and so like I get to eat, and
me.
for me, eating out is a disappointment. Like I get all excited. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be so good. It's gonna be so delicious. Oh yes, that's gonna be this great new restaurant. It's a great new place. And then I put it in my mouth, and I'm like, I could have cooked that at home.
Yeah. And I have that problem too. I get you on that.
The other
But
side
the
of it is
thing
when you find those places, though, that are really good, you really don't want to keep going to them because then you're like, I'm going
I
to get
don't,
bored
yeah.
with them.
And I don't. I'm the same way. I go to Nelson's maybe once every other month, and that's my barbecue place.
There's
But
a place
it's
on
empty.
Blanco that's pretty good.
Off Blanco?
Blanco Barbecue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I literally. So I mean, but I think that's the problem is that going back like you said, you wait and you're like, oh, these people hype it up in San Antonio. I'm gonna get my arms off of that. So all these people in San Antonio are like, oh yeah, go here, go there, and it's like, okay, you go. Well, it's like all the San Antonio people there. Now you got all the tourists there. Now you got their family there because they're like, oh, it's the best barbecue or it's the best tacos or whatever. And now it's a 2-hour wait. I'm gonna wait 2 hours for my food, and like true barbecue places run out of food.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm gonna go there, wait 2 hours, and maybe have to get. I'm not a big red meat eater, so I do eat the ribs sometimes, or I'll eat the chicken. I won't eat brisket too often, especially here. Like the brisket's just sometimes too chewy for me. So it's like you get
have
to
to
the
learn
food.
how to order. You have to order it lean.
Yeah. Well, now I've
Yeah.
learned. After I talk, now I will say this. After talking to Nelson at Nelson's Barbecue, which is right there near you, not going towards you guys, near that that biker bar, right there next
Okay,
to that
right there
Wicked
by-
Tattoo or something like that.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
His pops a little trailer right there, and he's there only 3 days.
Gotcha.
And he sells out in a heartbeat. But it's like there's never a wait for me. Every time I've gone, it's like maybe 3 people in line.
Yeah.
But I'm out within 20 minutes. So it's like I'll wait for that. But I think that's my problem.
You guys
is that,
realize that we're advertising for like
I know.
hundreds of businesses around
We
here.
are.
Nothing bad. I'm just saying I'm
Yeah.
putting that out. It's like,
Well, you mentioned
But-
hashtag support local business.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you did.
well that's good.
So I mean
That
that's.
I like the hashtag.
Are you,
I can't do it
Yeah,
right.
you got it. So I mean, my thing is, that's why I can't find local places here I like because it's one of those. I go over there and it's like a 2 hour wait. Like Pigpen, I love Pigpen for breakfast.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you go,
Oh,
it's packed after like 11:30. If you didn't get there at
yeah,
10,
yeah.
Oh,
don't go.
That's what's his name? The house, the pancake house.
Magnolia. It's gotten better.
Has it finally? I've stopped going
Yeah.
because I'm like it's just too long to wait.
So like we've gone at some unusual times, but I mean it used to be any day of the week you went, if you weren't there by 7:00,
Oh, yeah,
you
you're
weren't going
done.
to be served until lunch.
And see, to me that food's not that great to wait an hour,
Right.
2 hours.
But but now like if you go during the week,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's because people are either sleeping in more
or tired.
or they're going to other places. Because the last few times we've gone, like as long as we were there like at 7, we were walked right in.
Yeah.
See,
But we also go during the week.
And the only thing I've been away, the only time I've gone over there finally is when I check in on the No Wait app and it's an hour wait. And I'm like, okay, I just woke up. Let me take a shower, do all this. So by the time I get there, I only have 15-minute wait. That's the only time I've done them now. I will refuse to go there and just say, oh, I just want to go there. Like drive around. Hey, let's just stop by. Or refuse to.
No, we usually, if we're going to go, we'll go on like a Wednesday at 7 a.m.
Yeah. But there's no one there.
But that's really my thing, I think, is... And I experience this everywhere I go. Eating out for me is just so disappointing.
Exactly.
Unless it's a food truck. Food trucks usually don't let me down.
I still want to find.
Is the duck truck still around?
Duck truck is still around, but I think they're putting a little more effort into their actual restaurant.
Oh, he's going back to his restaurant?
I think so,
I
yeah.
remember he used to have one.
Well, they've always had the restaurant.
I thought he closed it when he got the food truck.
No.
Oh.
No, he still had it open. But I think part of the issue was, food trucks, the popularity for those comes and goes.
Yeah.
And duck truck had become so popular that they were one of those that, like, you'd go out to an event they were at, unless you were there right as soon as... Yeah, you were going to wait an hour and a half for duck fries.
And that's where it comes someone like me who's like, nah, fuck, I'll go to the other food truck who there's only like 10 people and
yeah,
I may like that.
I'll go to the taco place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I'm going to go over to the slider provider and I'm going to get me some PB&J burgers.
Oh my god, those are amazing.
Yeah.
So, you wouldn't think they'd be.
So really, like, for me, eating out, like, restaurants are just a huge disappointment.
Yeah.
And... sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, like after a long work week or just I don't want to be around people.
Yeah.
I'm like, I cannot deal with those crowds. Well, I can. I mean, I can put on the happy face, but it's like, it just kind of like, it's that extra little bit that just kind of like pushes me over the edge to be like, nope, don't want to do it.
Exactly.
And so that's where for me, dining out isn't a pleasurable experience because sometimes I'm just like, it's people. I just can't do it.
Yeah, that's the introvert in you. You're just like, nope, I'm good.
Yeah.
And see, that's... I'm the same way. Because it's like, you want to be... You're an introvert, but then sometimes you want to do things that's like, never mind.
Yeah, then I go out and I'm reminded why I don't want to go out and do things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take my chances, though. We're going to head to Austin. And I think there's a pastry place I want to kind of go to after that. I have to look it up again. But so we're going to definitely do that. So hopefully I have some video Monday, maybe Tuesday. Oh, no. Yeah, Monday probably, because I can edit Sunday night. But yeah, so hopefully we'll have that. And if you like little things like that where you see us do like these little food places, so maybe we can kind of start doing something like that more. Especially Bubble Waffle Bar is really good, and I would like to get a little video there.
Like maybe doing like some video reviews and food reviews.
Yeah, I mean, nothing big, but just something small here and there. Two Faces back, so
yeah, because the other face is a dog.
Yeah,
the other face is a dog. I had a dog came want to be picked up.
So definitely start doing stuff like that if y'all are interested. I think that's the only thing I have going on. If y'all are doing the MonsterCon, I'll just film that a little bit. Yeah,
I'm gonna be out there both days. So I'll probably be taking some pictures. We are gonna do like something kind of new. We are gonna do some demos for making some phloem for the kids. Mm-hmm. So if you've got kids, we're gonna do this demonstration. So don't worry though, your kids aren't gonna have to like actually. Well, maybe 1 or 2 kids are gonna help us.
Send my kid out there.
But yeah, like she follows direction well.
I just kick her out there and be like, I'm out.
She follows direction, but her dad doesn't. It's kind of funny.
Well, do as I say, not as I do.
Exactly.
So we're gonna have a few kids that we'll maybe pick out to help us like pour ingredients in. But we are gonna have small little like samples of the phloem for the kids to take home after the demonstration.
That'd be nice. I think parents would like that.
See, he's like, why are you guys? This is a messy idea. It's a horrible idea. This, that, the other. And I'm like, dude, it's fun. We made sure that the stuff we're gonna make.
Because that's what kids are into, though.
Yeah.
So they may like that.
And part of it is, I am part of a cosplay group here in San Antonio called Heroes and Villains of Cosplay. And one of the things that I'd noticed, which is why I was like, hey, maybe we need to start doing like craft hour for the sake of the parents. Because a lot of times parents want to like stop and get more information or like, hey, what do these guys do? And your kid's dragging you off because they've seen something else they want to go see. Well, hey, if it's craft time, that gives you that second of, oh, wait, look, they're going to do a craft demonstration at this time. Let me come back and I can talk to them then because they'll be entertaining the child.
Comments to that, but I'm keeping to myself.
Well, so we're going to be out there doing that. So bring out the kiddos for, little like slime samples, and they're going to be really cute. So
Wednesday, I am going to be playing Wild West Exodus. So I'll probably do a video of that if anyone wants to see that.
Right.
I'm thinking about going out tonight, watch, because they said they have a following out there. 7 is when it starts.
Oh, 7?
Yeah. That's when they said much everyone starts showing up there.
So we're not playing 7 Days to Die this week?
We've been playing earlier, so I was going to go after we're done.
Oh, okay.
Because you guys have been done by like 7:38.
That's true.
So I was just going to head over there when you guys were done.
All right, that works.
Oh, wait. It might be because I have to go get my hair done.
Yeah, so you're not gonna make it out there by 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
If you're...
Well, I need to see what I need to see. She starts at 6, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So never mind. Well, I was gonna cut both of them. I'll probably just play a game here. I'll just probably do a little demo of it.
I may play some America Cry 5.
I
I could probably play some America Cry 5 then.
I'm gonna do it Thursday.
Because I haven't played America Cry 5 live for everybody yet. I haven't played it all yet.
I'll do it Thursday, maybe. I don't have to talk to Nico. Or maybe I'll just do my hair next week. I don't know yet. Anyway, but on that note, hopefully some Wild West Exodus next week. If not, at least we'll have the food and we'll have everything else going. So
yeah, and besides, keep your eye out on Instagram because we're gonna be posting some photos about some of this stuff up there, and that way we can, you guys can kind of get a feel for it, and we'll post them on Instagram, post them up on Twitter. We're trying to be a little more active with that.
And speaking of active, she actually finally has an Instagram after like 20 years.
Instagram.
No, I had an Instagram.
I never had you on Instagram, man.
Well,
ever. And even everyone at the table was like, I just got an invite from Shield.
Well, no, but okay, let me phrase that. Shield didn't have one. I had one. Yeah.
That you never used?
No, I used it for cosplay stuff. That was it.
Well, now you could use it for.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
yeah, she finally is actually active on that one. I need to start getting on the Twitter account and start doing that one. I hate Twitter so much. I really do.
On social media, you just blasted Twitter, sir.
I don't care. I hate Twitter. I will say it. I hate it.
Well,
everything else I'm fine with. It just I don't like Twitter.
Be Twitcher, so you can be followed by twits.
Futurama. I love Futurama.
Yeah,
I miss that show.
My thing is like
2 million.
I never have anything important that I have to say is always way more than their character.
Exactly. That's why. I mean, I could just put that. I guess I could be racist and people would love it because Trump. So it works for him. It works for him. So
America 5.
America. But I think that's pretty much all we got. Unless y'all have anything else. What's the next? Is that the only con you guys have this month?
That is all we have this month. Next month we do have a convention coming up called Villain Fest. Same type of thing. Free event. We're gonna have some other fun stuff going on for that. But yeah.
And a side note to that, pretty much anything at Wonderlands is always going to be free, right?
Yeah,
there's always one free one a month.
I think for Father's Day they also do a car show out there.
Yeah, they do a car show for Father's Day because there's always a convention that same day too.
Yeah.
Because every time I've gone, I'm like, oh look, car show. Oh look, convention. Don't forget July as well. They have the Sci-Fi Con, which will have James O'Barr there.
Yeah, that is MonsterCon.
MonsterCon.
Yeah.
Okay. That one will be there. That's the one I'm looking forward to, honestly. Just because James O'Barr.
I'm glad to see James O'Barr back in Texas.
That means they're either done filming or his part's done, one or the other.
Yeah, because I mean, there was a point in time when me and Vaj would go out to conventions, and if one of us showed up before the other one, and James O'Barr saw the other one of us, he'd be like, "So where's your friend?"
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
pretty much. I think I have new stuff for him to sign too.
Do you?
I think so. I think I've collected a couple more Crow things. Well, yeah, I did because when I was dating that one girl, I got 2 Crow figures I need to get signed.
Gotcha.
So yeah. That I need to get those signed now. So I'm glad he is coming in July because I need to get those signed. I have everything else signed. Might as well add to it.
Yeah, might as well.
So, but yeah, that's pretty much I think all we have for this week, guys. Again, there is a bunch of games coming out. I do recommend checking them out. But the big one, of course, is going to be State of Decay 2, kind of covering everybody. So if you like the smaller games, the indie games, I do recommend checking a bunch of them out. There is Hitman Definitive Edition is also coming out. Definitive Edition coming out on the 17th. A couple of remasters, and that's about it. But nothing eye-popping to me. I'm sure if I go back through it, I'm going to end up buying an indie game just to say, hey, look, I tried it and see if I like it. Probably end up hating it. But I like it. But yeah, guys, check that out. On the 22nd, though, for anyone interested, I think we'll have another video by then. But Detroit Almost Human comes out for the PlayStation 4.
Yep.
I can't remember what the second title is. If it's Detroit Something Human. Detroit Become Human. There you go. Couldn't think what it was. Comes out on the 22nd. If you have a PlayStation 4, please, I do recommend check out the demo and play it at least 3 times. I recommend that.
Why at least 3?
So I don't know if you kept up with it. The game itself is every decision you make changes the world itself.
That's the standard.
So I've seen that one. I remember that one from E5.
Like What's up?
I remember that one from E3. E5, whatever it was.
It's E3.
Yeah.
E3 is the one that comes out in June. They commented on it last E3. This E3 is not going to be there, obviously, because it's going to be out. But basically, you're an android, you're a human, and you're... I forgot the other one.
Cyborg.
It's not a cyborg.
I don't know. I threw it out there.
It's like a renegade android, probably. That's McCain.
Democrat?
But basically what it is, the story, you follow these 3 characters, but if that character dies, that's it. Like, they're out of the storyline for good because they're dead. So in the...
Well, it's usually how life goes. When you die, you're done.
Well, that's... Yeah, but how many games actually do that? Look at... You know, you could die...
There was that weird zombie one for the was it Zombie U for the Wii U? That, that was kind of fun.
I haven't played that one, though. I remember it, but I didn't play it because I never got a Wii U. But Detroit Become Human, there's so many different little things you can do that changes the outcomes. So, like, the one I did basically was, like, I guess you could say the good ending. But then they have one where something happens to your character, and then another one where I guess it's, like, the bad. And I think there's at least another one. But it's only, like, a 5-minute demo, but it drags out because you can do all this stuff to help get one ending.
A different ending.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I enjoyed it. I played it for like 15 minutes and I got the ending I liked and I was like, okay. And I looked up, I was like, oh my god, there's like other endings, and you actually get a skill tree at the end of it. Not a skill tree, but you see like a little timeline of what you could have done, and the stuff you didn't do, it's blacked out, so you have no idea how to do it. You have to actually like hunt to go do it.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So yeah, so you see like what I did, you see my path, and it tells you like 10% did this, 15% did this, so it tells you how many people did it.
Oh, there's a game, I remember a game that used to do that. It was Catherine. When they asked you the questions between levels, it gives you a percentage of how many people answered
that
the
crazy
question.
game.
Yeah.
That was a great game.
I
wish I knew more like that. It was like more like you're actually actively in a story like that. You know,
Yeah.
there was...
Well, hopefully, I did. I caught it though. Hopefully, this won't kind of bring that back. Why? That's Spider-Man.
No.
Leave Venom alone. But anyway, so that's another one coming out next week. I think we'll have a video by then. But the 22nd, I can't remember what day the 22nd's on. Is that on a Sunday? It's on a Tuesday. So yeah, we should have a video out by then. Hopefully, some more of the demo and more footage will come out and I can watch it because that's definitely one I'm going to buy. But I hope you all enjoy. Again, remember, like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. At the end of this, I'll post our little banner up for a couple minutes. You know, that way you can take a look at the websites.
Twitch,
YouTube, Mixer.
Yeah, I'm on
We're all over
Mixer
it.
a lot.
You're on Mixer more than I am.
Yeah.
I'm on Mixer under Geeks of the Web. I'm on Twitch more, though, also under Geeks of the Web. But I also have Vash Stampede 66.
I'm under Mixer. I'm under Shield Maiden SA. That way you guys can always find me if you're hanging out. Usually I'm on, like, Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Sometimes Tuesday nights, usually Wednesdays, though. So yeah, like, hang out, come chit chat with me, you know, laugh at my horrible gameplay, because there are just some things, like laugh at the fact that I can't jump. It doesn't matter what I'm playing on.
Or laugh at the ship sinking.
Yeah. Or not sinking.
By the way, did I tell you I tried that out? I actually, the first time I actually did it, I was playing Sea of Thieves, and I'm like, let's go out past the edge of the map.
Oh my god, yeah, you were telling me
that was the weirdest, freakiest
Just do
thing.
it.
And I'm like, personally, things don't really unnerve me, but the fact that all of a sudden the sea turns red, the music starts to go away, and then all of a sudden you notice that your ship's starting to break apart. When you try to fix it, and then when your ship sinks, you see your ship sink, and it sinks and then disappears. And then you realize...
Into the abyss.
You're like, okay, I can't even see further down. And their sea is blood red, and there's storms, and yeah, this is going to end badly.
Yeah, no, or like me when I'm like, how in the world do I get my wheelchair to go up that? I'm trying to get my wheelchair to go up that. Then I realize, oh, it's supposed to go down the other way.
Terrible.
Well,
but on that
it
note,
didn't make sense that it was going to run me into the guys in a wheelchair when I can't defend myself in a wheelchair. Obviously.
But on that note, guys, definitely like, comment, subscribe, follow us on those platforms. But y'all have a great night. Hopefully everyone enjoyed. Vash, check it out.
Shield Maiden signing out. Always fly your geek flex high, everybody.
Bye.
bye, guys.